What's up, Eagles fans? Welcome back to the Film Room presented by Miller Lite. I'm Fran Duffy, joined by former Eagles linebacker Ike Reese. And Ike, we're talking about the cornerback position today, and an interesting position group here for the Eagles because they've got a lot of very young, competitive talent, and I think all those guys are very tough, and they offer different things in terms of their skill set and can play different parts in that DB room.
Jim Schwartz is it's be interesting spring for him, right, to figure out who he has where. A lot of young talent there, but not proven just yet. Guys that have an opportunity, whether it's Cre'von, LeBlanc, whether it's Jalen Mills is going to be coming back. We know Sidney Jones coming out of college, what he was able to do. You know, will they bring back Ron Darby? A lot of question marks at that cornerback position. We know that there's talent there, just need someone to step up and grab a hold of those spots.
Well, let's take a look at some of the big names. We're going to start with Kareem Jackson, former first-round pick out of Alabama, has played his entire career with the Houston Texans. Did a lot of different things for Houston this year. He played in the slot, he played outside, he played safety. You see him here make a great play on the ball against Dallas.
Yeah, and that's not an easy play to make. I know he didn't come up with the catch, but when you watch him in that slot going up against Cole Beasley with that much space to have to cover, that can be difficult. Kareem Jackson is one of those veteran players that knows how to cover wide receivers.
Yeah, and I think you're going to look at another former first-round pick here, Moe Claiborne. Again, you're talking about a guy has all the traits. I mean, there's a reason why he was a top 10 pick coming out of LSU. You see him here the last couple of years for the New York Jets. Showed a nice ability to play in that man coverage scheme for Todd Bowles.
Yeah, understands the defense, knows he has help under the top, can sort of bait that receiver and quarterback, does a nice job of doing that and breaks under the wide receiver there. And Emmanuel Sanders, as DBs, you know you got to come up with that ball, but you know the talent is there with Moe Claiborne.
Yeah, one guy who's just been doing it for a long time, Jason McCourty from the New England Patriots, had one of the plays of the game in the Super Bowl, Super Bowl 53. We're going to see that here in this pass breakup down the field, but a veteran, savvy player in this league.
Yeah, his brother got his brother's back covered right here. Safety needs to be in the deep third. Jason McCourty sees it back there, does a great job of not just covering grass, continuing to play fast. Big play in the Super Bowl, man. That really saved the touchdown for the Patriots.
Yeah, I think when you're looking at cornerbacks, you know, the instincts, the ball skills, the ability to cover up for a teammate, that shows up here on that play for Jason McCourty. Let's go to a guy I was a big fan of, Bradley Roby, coming out of Ohio State. Again, another guy can play inside, outside, great ball skills. He's tough. You see him here on the outside make a great play on the football downfield. Yeah,
and he's going up against this wide receiver, does a nice job. When you're down in the red zone, you want to give him something different, right? So he challenged him at the line of scrimmage. That's what I liked more than anything. He knows he's going to get late safety help up there, so he's going to do his part by slowing this receiver down, and then he gets his head back around and makes a play on the football. That takes a lot of confidence when you're playing at that cornerback position. We see far too often where DBs will get beat because they don't look back for the football. Nice job of Roby there getting his head around.
Yeah, that was one of the things that really stood out to me about Roby during his time at Ohio State. Now, we're going to go to one other guy in that AFC West. That's Steven Nelson, top of the screen. Has been a player that's, again, lined up inside and outside for the Kansas City Chiefs. Should have come up with a pick here, Ike.
Yeah, playing off coverage, does a nice job here against A.J. Green, big wide receiver. He does everything right there. Believe me, his DB coach is telling him he has to catch that ball. But nice job of playing off coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, and then breaking on the football.
We're starting to notice a little bit of a familiar theme here in terms of these guys have shown proven position versatility. Line up inside, outside. You're going to see that here with a guy you're familiar with, like another Spartan dog, Darquez Dennard, lined up in the slot, really found a home in their nickel package this year in Cincinnati.
Yeah, you said it right, Fran. Found the home inside. He was outside to start his career, struggled there, and really playing the more difficult position of a slot cornerback in this league, because playing slot, you have to be strong, you have to be versatile, you got to have quickness, you got to be able to cover big receivers, small receivers. Nice job with Darquez Dennard. I think in his fourth, fifth year in the league now, finally figuring out how he can make his career in this league last long. Great job of getting his eyes around to the football and then playing the ball once it touches the receiver's hands.
Yeah, outstanding job of raking his hands through the catch point there. I agree. All right, let's take a look at now one more player. This time, Chicago Bears. This is Bryce Callahan, a guy, when I studied the Bears this year, preparation for the Eagles playoff game, I was really surprised with this kid. This kid did a lot of really good things playing, again, in the slot for the Chicago Bears.
We keep looking at these corners in the slot, man, because it's so important in this league. Gone are the days where you worry about having just two good cornerbacks. You need three good cornerbacks, sometimes four. Callahan there, again, great job up on the line of scrimmage, challenging the wide receiver, and then getting his head around. He's able to make that interception. That was man-to-man coverage.
Right.
You don't see that very often in man-to-man coverage.
No, and then we're going to see a lot of those same qualities. Buster Screen here, guy's been doing it for a long, long time for the New York Jets, previously the Cleveland Browns. Again, sticky slot corner.
Yeah, He may be one of the best, if not the best in the league. You mentioned how long he's been doing it. This is what he's known for. Feisty guy, made his bones in this league by doing exactly this, playing in the slot receiver, really doing the dirty work. And again, you're looking at man coverage. You don't typically get your hand on the ball when you're in man coverage. Buster Screen, one of the best in the league at doing it, man. Just a nice job here against Danny Amendola. Ball in the receiver's hands. He does a nice job of waiting and then raking the ball out of there. That's what you're going to get if you get a guy like Buster Screen, veteran, savvy, cornerback with experience.
For myself and for Ike Reese, tune in next time here on Film Room, presented by Miller Lite.